Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Secret of the Silver Blades. Once again, I'm AuldDragon, and let's go ahead and go back the way we came, or first way we went out. Okay, so there's marble walls there. It looks like it's another teleporter area. Oh, this is different. Here's a gate. Let's go ahead and see what's through here. Uh-oh. Small red dragons attack! That doesn't look very small. Oh, you're so cute. Red hatchling, 11 hit points, -1 armor class. Okay, so here's one of the other things that I like about this game. For the first time, you actually get to see different age categories of dragons. These are, actually, to be honest, I'm not sure if this is necessarily the first time. I can't remember if this came out before or after some of the Dragonlance games, which also included this. But for my purposes, we're going with what I said before. So anyway, yeah, red hatchlings. They're only one square rather than the 4 squares that you saw Tyrant Thraxus or the black dragons. And I'm not kidding, they're kind of cute. In terms of, just the icon. Let's go ahead and exit out. Okay. But yeah, so, and now, in Pool of Radiance, we got to see a single bronze dragon. And then in Curse of the Azure Bonds, we got to see black dragons and Draco Liches. Oh, stupid Draco Liches. But in this game, we actually get to see some red dragons. So let's go ahead and start slaughtering them like the... Oh yeah, I need to update my... Actually, I don't want to do that. I need to update my combat icon. Oh, you missed. Why did you miss? So yeah, they can breathe fire. Oh, you... Not supposed to miss? Yeah, they like breathing fire. I'm not going to send her into combat, though. Luckily, they are not very hard. And again, I'm so close to the town. I mean, I can just teleport back to the town that the amount of damage that I'm taking from these is not that bad. So, 1200 experience. No treasure, though. Okay, I'm going to alter my combat icon. I'm going to fix up my combat icon, so let me pause the video. Okay, I'm back. Took care of my combat icons. One other thing that was added that, if it was in Azure Bonds, I just completely missed it. You can change the level. Novice, Squire, Veteran, Adept, and Champion. Makes the enemies have more hit points and stuff like that. Veteran is normal level, which should be what, essentially what, Pool of Radiance and Curse of the Azure Bonds were at. I'm going to leave it at Veteran. I might at some point turn it down to Novice because some places get kind of frustrating where you encounter lots and lots and lots of enemies at one time, and there are a lot of spellcasters, and it's just like, random encounter after random encounter after random encounter like that. And I might just run low on spells, so I might have to turn it down. But for now, I'm going to leave it at Veteran. I'm not going to turn it up to Champion because I'm not a masochist. Feel free to do so yourself. I just don't want to get my butt kicked. Okay, so I think I don't know. I probably shouldn't have tried fixing there, but, yeah, that's okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the area map again. Okay, so we're within that part, and as you've probably guessed, we want to get to the very center. So let's go ahead and move a little bit in. Oh, subadult red dragons attack. It's a lot of dragons here. But once again, a really cool combat icon. I love these combat icons. For the younger red dragons in particular. The hatchling red dragons, they're cute, but they're also kind of small to be really detailed. And of course, I'd seen the adult red dragons so many times in so many games that it got a little old. So it was really nice to see, these sub-adult red dragons. Let me see what they actually say. Just red dragon, okay. And I seem to not have a great deal of movement. Why do I not have a great deal of movement? I should have more than a 6 movement rate. That's weird. Okay, anyway, I'll figure that out later. Alright, let's go ahead and they have quite a bit more hit points, and they will do significantly more damage from breathing. Yep. Well, I saved, so that was okay. But I think I will cast. Try moving a little bit. I think that's probably a fairly safe spot. Cast a magic missile. Again, I can go back to town pretty quickly and heal, so I'm not too worried about two blasts of fire breath would probably take her out, unless she managed to save every time. So I kind of want to keep her away from close combat if I can. And of course, if she failed both saves, she'd be dead. Okay, there we go. Continue battle, no. And 1777 experience points, but no treasure. Okay. So as you probably guessed, what's going on is, and especially if you read the beginning of the Adventures Manual, the Adventures Journal, which, yeah, why would I do that? The beginning of the Adventures Journal has some information about that too. And, flames from the sky, creatures attacked and encircled the well, teleporter shut down, Fritz is dead. So, we've seen hatchling red dragons, sub-adult red dragons. I wonder what could be in here. You have reached the well of knowledge. And with its body circling the well, an ancient red dragon casts a baleful eye on your party. Puny creatures, he growls. You have defeated my blood brood, but you will not take this well from me. It has more gems in one place than anywhere else in the world, and it's mine. The tremendous worm attacks. So yeah, remember what me saying about the combat icon of the red dragons? Yeah, I am very, very familiar with them. They end up getting used in every single game, pretty much. Although it's kind of nice. I mean, it's like, if you compare the combat icons from Pool of Radiance to all the other games, basically, none of them were really reused, for the most part. The vast majority of monsters in the games later used completely new combat icons. Although Champions of Krynn did use some of the same ones, like the Hobgoblins icon. But basically, Curse of the Azure Bonds, you really started to see the beginning of the really detailed, sophisticated icons, which is kind of amazing considering the restrictions on EGA. But they end up looking, a lot of these icons end up looking really nice when they get to VGA and stuff like that. So again, I'm moving my characters around so that they are not you know, it's a lot harder for two of them to get hit by a fire breath. I was hoping for a backstab there, but did not get one. So, there we go. Ancient Dragon died. Before it even got to attack. Ooh, 9,301 experience points. The party has found treasure. Let's see what... Ooh, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Let's see what items I got. Composite longbow, potion, and bracers. I do not know... Oops. Well, I guess I do want to go back. I want to share out the money. I do not know if this game does the randomized magic items like Pool of Radiance and Curse of the Azure Bonds does. I can't recall offhand, but we will probably eventually find out. I'm pretty sure that Pools of Darkness does not. I believe pretty much everything in that game is set, and similarly, I'm pretty sure that everything like Dark Queen of Krynn is set in stone. But then again, most of the stuff that was in Pool of Radiance and Curse of the Azure Bonds that was randomized was all like, you know, oh look, a Beck de Corbin +1, or my favorite, the Spetum +1, or my least favorite, the Joystick +1. I got a Joystick +1 once. Anyway, the tremendous reptile lies dead at your feet. The well is open to you. There is a great flash of light. You hear distant screams from all over the well area. The well places the knowledge in your mind that you will now be safe anywhere in the well area. Yay! The well implies that it knows about your mission and explains how it can help you. You take the information and record it in journal entry. Record it as journal entry 25. Let's see if I can read this in time. Message from the well. The miner's plight masks a more serious threat. Should the Black Circle succeed in its plans, the entire realms will feel the result. The mages seek the awakening of the Dread Lord, an evil of incalculable power. He sleeps within the castle. Within his castle, trapped within the glacier. The Circle has reached the dungeons and are melting their way upward. The monsters trapped in the dungeons are being released and allowed to harry the miners. My powers are subject to laws you cannot understand. I am privy to information only at certain times and only when you sacrifice gems. Still, seek me out when you have questions. My powers are at your disposal. My teleporters are paired. Each teleporter that rings me has a brother somewhere in the valley. Until you visit both gates, you may not use that pair. To my northwest is a gate which connects to the new town. Yeah, that's how we got here. My power fades. Return to me with gems when you have more questions. The well requests gems. Do you give it some? Sure, why not? There is an object which you must have in order to complete your quest. The well explains, and you record it as journal entry 19. I think I have time to read this. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know I have plenty of time to read this once I find it. The Amulet of Eldamar. Now known as the Amulet of Eldamar, stolen long ago. It was taken by a wily thief who held it for but a day. As he dreamed of wealth, he fell victim to a red dragon, kin to the one you slew to free me. The amulet now adorns the dragon's hoard which lies in the southwestern corner of the city. The map starts at the entrance to the new town. Follow the path. A parchment scroll rises from the pool. You see that it contains a map that shows the location of the dragon's hoard. You take the map and record it as journal entry 1. So this is going to be the first thing that we do. And conveniently enough, we have a map. Starts from New Verdigris, and there's a path through the ruins all the way down to the dragon's hoard. There is another smaller red dragon that guards another treasure in the northern area of the ruins. I do not know specifically where he is. So that's another thing that we can do. There's a couple other minor quests we can do. Let's go ahead. Not enough gems. Oh, awesome. Okay, let's see how many gems. Oops. Let's see how many gems did I give him. Apparently, all of them. Wow. So yeah, actually that's the other reason why they exchange gems in town, so you can feed the well. Anyway, we are out of time, so I'm going to stop the video. We'll pick it up in the next episode.